Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's One Piece Treasure Cruise video we are going to talk about the new Zoro legend that is coming, Ashura Zoro specifically, an amazing artwork and hopefully an amazing legend. I haven't read his abilities yet, but we are going to break everything down about him and see if it's worth to pull for him or not. Even though it's probably not worth it, because even if the character is very good, the Sugo Fest won't be. Let's begin with his captain ability, please be good. So, he boosts Slasher and Free Spirit characters' attack by approximately 5.4 times when slots match, that's pretty high, 5.25 times otherwise, HP by 1.2 times, and reduces damage taken by 10%. So far, I am very happy. He gives a good attack boost and he also boosts Free Spirits, not only Slashers. Moving on. Tapping on this character with a TND or Wano slot will further increase Crew's Chain Multiplier Additive Boost effect by 0.25. He doesn't make any kind of slots beneficial, he has no utility. That's pretty unfortunate, so I'm guessing you have to pair him up with either someone from his bats or another unit that gives TND or Wano slots. First impressions of the captain ability, I'm happy he boosts Free Spirit other than Slasher, good attack boost, HP boost is fine. The damage reduction is nothing in my opinion. If you want to actually make it significant, make it 25% or something, 10% even with double captain, yes, it can definitely help, but it's not the best thing you can give, especially for a Zoro. And then even though the boost in your chain boost is fine, I would like to see some more utility in his captain ability. Anyway, I digress, we move on to the special. Cuts Crew's HP by 20%. Interesting, this can deal with confusion, but at the same time, it's not a debuff we see anymore. It is still existent, but yeah, we don't really see it often. Then he deals 1 million damage to all enemies, ignoring all defensive effects, defense, and now. Okay, they love doing 1 million damage bypassing now apparently in the latest units. The same happened with the Scabbard legend. And the only other unit that does this is Roger, V1 Roger. Zoro's 1 million damage is better than the Scabbard one though, because he does not have a requirement. You only have to pay the price of cutting your own crew's HP by 20%. Easy to fulfill, can happen all of the time, and you can also actually help other units in the team get some specific HP threshold requirements in order to get bonus things from their specials or captain abilities, respectively. He also reduces all enemies' damage reduction and threshold duration by 6 turns, nice, and boosts Slasher and Free Spirit characters' chain multiplier growth rate of normal attacks up to plus 0.6. And that is of course dependent on the hit, plus 0.2 for good, 0.4 for great, and the perfect is 0.6. This is pretty much the unique chain boosting effect we saw introduced with Super Tandem Law and Super Tandem Kid. And finally, if Captain's slot is TND or Wano, when the special is launched, boost the chain multiplier by 1.5 times for 1 turn, which is a very good chain boost, but again we see the TND and Wano slot requirement here, same happens in his captain ability, but Zoro so far is not able to provide them or even make them matching, which is a bit worrying, but at the same time, it's not over, he's probably either a super class or a super type, so maybe he does it with extra abilities. For the latter part of his special, removing threshold and damage reduction for 6 turns is awesome. One of the units that immediately comes in mind and can do the same thing is Robin Jinbe, and that unit is incredible. I am using them a lot, but they have more utility in them of course. Now Zoro can do 1 million damage and help you a lot with chain boosting. Other than the chain boosting, he actually surprisingly does not provide any more boosting, even though he's a Zoro, but in my opinion, a Zoro character that can remove threshold and also damage reduction can definitely be a strong unit, especially if we also consider the value he can gain from supports attached to him. The example that immediately comes in mind of course is Arina Franosuke, who can also be attached to Robin Jinbe, and he can remove 2 turns of attack down. Let's see more of his abilities though. Here we can see the character's information. He is a superclass Slasher, he's also Slasher Free Spirit, which does make sense. He is Dex, classic Zoro, he's either Dex or Int, and his limit break abilities are critical hit, pinch healing, and slot barrier reduction, which is nothing crazy but fine. He also is not a super tandem or final tap unit, which I like because he can be pullable from many Sugofests and reward tickets, so I'm absolutely fine with that. Then we see his special ability again, his captain ability, and his support effect. He can be attached to slasher units, and at maximum level, level 5, boosts the chain multiplier by plus 0.5 for a turn at the start of the final battle. A similar support here, definitely V3 Marco, who gives a higher chain boost actually, but he can be attached to specific characters. Zoro is on all slasher units, so I do like that. Not a crazy support, but it can definitely be helpful, especially now with chain boundaries in the game. And he also does not have any specific requirement for the unit. You do not need to activate the unit's special, it doesn't need to do damage or something like that. You get the chain boost at the final battle. Pretty nice. For his superclass now, when any of the following characters are on the crew: Monkey D. Luffy, Sanji, Nami, Usopp, Chopper, Robin, Brook, Frankie, Jinbe, Hiyori, and Yamato, or when crew has both type effect boost and slot boost status. Okay, so they do give you options, because even if you do not have any of these characters, in the final battle especially, having a color affinity boost and an ore boost is not impossible to do or rare at all. For his superclass special, he deals 75 times character's attack in non-type damage to all enemies, boosts Slasher and Free Spirit character's attack by 2.5 times for one turn, very good attack boost for a superclass special, and then changes all of the Slasher units to Super Slasher. So even here, we do not see any slot manipulation in the slightest. We do see a very good attack boost for Free Spirit and Slashers though. We don't have Sailor abilities, we do have Pirate Rumble abilities though. For any of you that are interested, here they are. Now, as a captain, he can definitely be viable because his captain ability has good multipliers, even though it doesn't really have anything unique and extremely good. It is still decent, just generic. And then we cannot forget his superclass, which you can only get access to if he is captain. And that 2.5 times attack boost from a superclass, which is an uninterruptible attack boost, is definitely very good. So do not sleep on him as captain, even though his captain ability seems a bit generic, or is a bit generic actually. For his special, the utility he provides, removing 6 turns of 2 defensive effects, is definitely a strong part about it. And then the 1,000,000 damage is cool. It's not like it's going to be vital for every piece of content, but it can be helpful. And then the unique chain boosting and the 1.5 times chain boost is actually also pretty nice, because not a lot of units can provide it. From the special alone, you have 1,000,000 damage guaranteed no matter what. And then if you also have a unit that can provide chain boundaries, and this Zoro gives you all of the chain boosting here, the damage output can be awesome. I do not know what the rare recruits of his bats do, Law and Killer, but based on what we read, I am guessing that in some capacity they will be able to provide slot manipulation, an ore boost, and a color affinity boost. All of that, of course, alongside other utility, most likely. I do like this unit, I think it can definitely be good. I do not think he is overpowered or anything like that though, so no, he is not a must pull by any means. I also am not certain if he will be a treasure map specific legend. Maybe he will just be a normal legend, but the highest booster in the treasure map. I'm not certain, so either I missed something or we have to wait for more information. If you do know something though, definitely let me know in the comments below. And also let me know, what are your thoughts on this Zoro? Do you like him? Do you believe he is good? Or just another debut legend that you can easily skip? Tell me down below. The thing that is 100% certain is that the artwork is awesome. I do love that. If you loved the video though, definitely leave a like, I would really appreciate it, and also subscribe for more OPTC content. As always, thank you so much for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.